Thank you, Jerry, and thank you all for coming. I want to keep this as informal as possible. I really appreciate everybody showing up. It's a great turnout. There's energy in the room. I can feel it, and we are building a lot of momentum on this campaign and this race. So it's great to see all of you out here supporting us. I did want to make sure that there is time for folks to ask questions. I mean, there's a lot of unknowns about what the treasurer does, roles and responsibilities. I'll go through a little bit of that, and I'll tell you a little bit about where I'm coming from on this race and echo some of the things that Jerry just very nicely mentioned in his kind introduction. But really, if we can have a dialogue as much as anything, that's when I really enjoy getting feedback from you. One of the privileges, and I know Chris Walsh, my colleague, is here, really enjoys, is that we have an honor and the privilege of representing really smart people. People that have expertise that we don't have. And I've really enjoyed getting to know folks in the Metro West area, learning from them and bringing their ideas up to the State House and putting them into legislative action and crafting bills around some of these ideas and offering them and pushing them through the whole process in the system. Some of them have become laws, and it's really exciting when you can do that. And I tell you, it creates a connection with the community that will be there forever, and creates a sense of loyalty and a sense of commitment and understanding about government that I think is extraordinarily valuable. So as mentioned, I live in Wayland, wife, 4 kids, 3 of whom are triplets, a lot of people know, 4 daughters, they're 17 and a half, they just graduated from Wayland High School, they're off to college next year. My wife and I are off to the poor farm. We will eventually try to figure out how to pay for all this. It's going to require a lot of loans. She and I have been working sort of 2 jobs over the course of the past several years in order to try to put a nest egg away for college, but it's certainly not going to cover it all. But so if anybody has ideas on how financing student debt,
until you're about 80.
Yeah, there you go.
80 to 50.
Yeah. You only had twins though.
Yes, that's right. Easy. I remember Jim. Yeah, we chatted about that.
He was so much older than you.
Did I say that out loud? No, it just slipped out. So I want to become our next treasurer because I really believe that Massachusetts should be a commonwealth of equal opportunity, a place where economic justice, to pick up on some of the phraseology that Jerry mentioned, which is absolutely spot on, where economic justice and fairness aren't just ideas, they become a reality. Where people who are working hard and playing by the rules have a chance to move up and move ahead in life. That is important for our economy. And if you think about really the primary role of the treasurer is to make sure that Massachusetts is financially stable over the long term, with a long-term focus. That means we've got to have a robust and strong economy. It means we need to manage our finances well. And it means that we need to work hard to do it and play by the rules and do it all the right way. And that is good for Massachusetts. It's also something about the way people create their own opportunities for their own families. And it's what my mom and dad did for me, and why this has sort of a personal component to it and sort of drives my values and my passion. Which is, when Dad came back from Vietnam, he came back to a small little ranch house to 5 boys bouncing off the walls, all under the age of 8, a wife he hadn't seen in 13 months, and he had no job, no income, and no savings. So life wasn't easy then when I was like 6 or 7 years old. But through hard work, through a sense of the greater good, through honesty and integrity and playing by the rules, and a whole bunch of loans, in part government loans to help us get through college, Mom and Dad succeeded, and life got better. But that promise, that opportunity is very difficult for people today. Those kinds of opportunities aren't there anymore. Those jobs of 10, 20, 40 years ago, those good middle-class jobs, aren't there the way they used to. And for too many families and too many people, that ladder of opportunity is really out of reach. Well, I want to ensure that we do have economic justice in our Commonwealth and that people can reach that ladder. That's why I'm running for treasurer, to open up educational and job opportunities for everyone across this state. And I've been doing that for the past 25 years of my career, whether it was helping refugees in Southeast Asia and Haiti come to this country and get opportunities for a better living and a better life for themselves and for their kids and their families, or whether it was working in the private sector, helping companies grow, create new products, new services, and new jobs for new people, based right here in Massachusetts and across the country. And I helped actually expand the budgets of state agencies, something I want to continue to do in the Treasurer's office by bringing best practices from my education in business, finance, and economics, from the work that I was doing as a management consultant, from the work I was doing in financial services, the industry right here in Massachusetts, and bringing those best practices to state agencies in places like Tennessee and North Carolina and Illinois, and right here, and in Boston, and in Connecticut, and New Hampshire, and Maine, so that those state agencies could actually have bigger budgets and do what? Offer more government services to those in need, offer services and pay for great social service contracts like what SMOC has been doing for so many years with the state government. Help hire more social workers, more teachers, more mental health professionals, right? More public health professionals as well. This was smart government, and this is the kind of stuff that I want to bring to the Treasurer's office. I've also, as a state rep, been very active in issues around economic justice and lifting people up from the bottom and from the middle out. I've been leading the charge over the course of the past 18 months on raising the minimum wage here in Massachusetts. The governor is going to sign that bill into law, I believe, this week to make Massachusetts the highest state-based minimum wage in the entire We have 500,000 people in this Commonwealth right now who are making less than $11 an hour working full-time.